Good morning, everyone. My name is Leslie St. John. I am Mr. Joyner's beloved, and I'm very happy to bring yoga to our Athlon community. Thank you for choosing to practice yoga on this beautiful Saturday morning. I've been thinking a lot about this word adaptable or adaptation, and in these kind of mad world times, it seems very important for us to be able to access our ability to adapt. So I had some questions around this, like what is the cost of adaptation? And also what is the opportunity of adaptation? What am I giving up by adapting? And what am I also gaining? So these questions are alive and present for me now as a university professor. I teach English at Cal Poly, as a yoga teacher offering virtual yoga classes, as a wife to a business owner, and as a friend trying to connect with people. Adaptation is necessary not only to survive, but I think all of us at the Athlon community also want to thrive as well. And at times it can feel exhausting. Learning how to do new things can be exhausting, but it can also be a revelation. So maybe as we practice today and as you go throughout the rest of your week, consider, how has my ability to adapt taught me new things about myself? I'm doing things that I never thought I'd do. I'm teaching classes of people from Arkansas and Kentucky and Argentina. I'm learning as a writing student. I'm having a connection with writing again. And I'm kind of making more of an effort to connect to the people that I love most in my life. So today as we practice, I ask you just to consider, what is my relationship to adaptation? Where am I asked to stretch a little bit more? And if the idea of adapting is kind of intimidating or overwhelming, I just invite you to look to nature. And we live in slow, it's so beautiful here. Nature can give us such good models of adaptation. Even the seasons themselves, as things change and adapt and something new comes forward, that's a beautiful model. Or as a butterfly bravely comes out of the cocoon and starts to test its wings in the wind, that's a beautiful example of adaptation as well. So we'll start today by focusing on our breath and kind of connecting to that part of ourself that is able to flow with change through the breath. So you can start with just your hands on your thighs. I'm sitting on a blanket. It feels good to prop my hips up just a little bit higher than my knees. And if it feels good to do so, to kind of tune into your breath, I just invite you to close your eyes for a few moments. Breathe into your belly. Invite all of the parts of you to be present for this next hour of your yoga practice. All the parts of you are welcome in this space. And to offer up an intention for this practice, maybe it has something to do with our theme of adaptation or some other reason that drew you to yoga. You can just say to yourself, today I'm practicing for, and whatever your intention is, today I'm practicing to flow with change, today I'm practicing for peace, today I'm practicing just to feel good in my body. And see that intention like a seed and just plant it into your awareness, into your heart. If your eyes are closed, you can open them, and we'll start with a simple pranayama. It's a simplified version of Nadi Shodhana, which is kind of an interweaving of the breath. You can almost visualize a figure 8 or an infinity symbol. So with your left hand resting on your thigh, just make peace fingers with your right hand, and we'll inhale through both nostrils. You'll plug right and exhale through left. I'll guide you through. Inhale both. Plug right, exhale left. Inhale both. Plug right, exhale left. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more like that on your own. Rest your right hand on your thigh, make peace fingers with your left hand, and we'll do the opposite. We'll inhale both, plug left, exhale right. As you do so, keep the length in your spine. Inhale both. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale both. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more like that. Good. Rest both hands. Let your breath be natural for a few moments. We'll do the same thing now, but this time really let the exhale be kind of a purifying moment, a releasing and relaxing moment for the side of your body where you're exhaling. So we'll inhale right. As you plug right and exhale left, really relax through the shoulder, the hip, anything that you're holding on to, any tension. So peace fingers with the right hand, inhale both. Plug right, exhale left, soften what you can soften. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Good, and we'll switch. So we're inhaling and then soften right shoulder, right ribs, right hip. Let everything kind of relax and let go. Inhale both. Plug left, exhale right. Inhale both. Plug left, exhale right. One more. Good, and then go ahead and relax your hands. Just let your breath return to its natural rhythm and pacing, and just notice the effect of that pranayama. Maybe the shoulders are relaxed a little bit more, maybe the mind is a little bit more here. Okay, we'll do one more pranayama. This one is a little bit more invigorating, so maybe we need a little tapas, a little heat, a little energy to help with adaptation. So it's called breath of fire or skull shining breath, Kapalabhati. And we do inhale, but we're emphasizing the exhale. So every time you exhale, it's like the navel pops back towards the spine. It's sort of elastic. And as you do that, keep the shoulders relaxed. They tend to go like this as you breathe. Okay, so hands can rest on the thighs, or to open the rib cage for breathing more, take your arms up, tuck your thumbs, wrap your fingers. Again, shoulders back and down. So we'll take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale halfway. Begin. Stay with your breathing. If you kind of get off track and lose your rhythm, just take a breath and hop back on. You're still taking an inhale, but you're just emphasizing the exhale, and it has a nice strong rhythm to it. We'll go for about 20 more seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Inhale. Retain the breath. Lift Mula Bandha at the pelvic floor, hug navel to spine, Uddiyana Bandha, draw your chin towards your chest, Jalandhara Bandha, retain the energy, retain the breath, and let it all go. Once again, notice the after effects of the breath. Maybe you feel kind of a percolating sensation or an effervescent quality. That's the prana. Okay, nice. I'm going to just move this really quickly. from here, we'll just bring the fingertips together. It's like a little basket, and it's a focal point or a drishti. That's a place for your gaze to rest. And we'll just start to circle the shoulders up, back, down, and around. Emphasizing the back, down, and around part. We're pretty good at the up part, but just finding some mobility in your shoulders. Good. And then relax that, hands to thighs, and just turn your head side to side. Part of adaptation is learning healthy boundaries, learning how to say no thank you. And then nod your head up and down so that we can say more clearly yes to what we want to say yes to, what we're inviting in. Nice. From here, go ahead and hit play on your playlist if you are enjoying music for this practice. And we'll take the left hand out to the side, reach your right arm up and side bend. Now keep rooting down through the opposite hip and thigh bone. And then you can push into the floor with the bottom arm and then spin your heart open up towards the sky. Good. Reach up and over. Find the length on the left side. Keep it as you side bend right. And then even if the knee is lifted as mine is, keep rooting down through the sit bone. Let your thigh bone be heavy and then open the heart and chest. Good. Push the floor away. Come all the way up. I'm going to turn sideways to show you this view. Bring the fingertips back behind you and arch the spine, so spinal extension. Vault your heart up. Then we'll do the opposite. Bring the fingertips forward. Tent your fingertips around your spine and press in. Spread the back of your heart wide. We'll do that a few times. Fingertips back. Arch the spine. Lift. Feel the softness in the front of your throat. Fingertips forward. Round your back. One more. Fingertips back. Lift. Arch. And exhale, fingertips forward, round. Good. Bring yourself upright. And then from here, legs come forward. Open your feet, externally rotate, and kind of try to drive the pinky side of your foot into the ground. And then hook the inner arches and pull against the inner arches. Lift your heart up. So you're not doing slumpy asana, right? You're lifting your heart, lengthening your spine, pulling against the inner arches. And then from here, we'll just drop the knees to the right. It's a little shin box shape. You probably do this at Athlon. And then we'll drop the knees to the left. And just go back and forth like that. Bringing some Tin Man oil into our morning hips. Feels good. Okay, next time you drop to the right, just lean right out over the legs, stretch your hip. Rise all the way up, maybe transition without your hands. Lean all the way out over the left, stretch your hip. Come back to the first side, transition maybe without the hands. Keep the length in your spine. Go to the first, repeat what we just did, or come all the way around to the back. It's more of a twist in your spine. Rise up, transition maybe without hands. Repeat what we just did straight over the hip or go to the back. It's more of a twist. Inhale, rise all the way up. We'll do that again a few times. So start by just moving the legs, inviting movement into the hips. And then when you're ready, lean out over the right leg straight to the side. Switch the hips over the left, straight to the side. Switch the hips. Repeat what we just did or go to the back. Rise up, switch the hips, repeat, or keep going around to the back. Nice, come all the way up back into center. Extend your legs. This is fun to watch in the video. You're just gonna do ankle circles. So they go to the left, together, and the other direction. Really try to curl those toes up. That's the part that my body likes to skip. Good, and now they're both gonna go out and in. And then go the other direction. Nice. Okay, cross at the shins. Come onto hands and knees, and we'll do some work for the wrists. So from here, turn your fingertips back towards you. Try to square off your wrist with the front edge of your yoga mat and grip your fingers so the fingers are active. And then from here, very gently, you'll just slightly rock forward and slightly rock back. Keep your hands on the mat. Good, and then come back to neutral again. Very small movement, slightly rock side to side. Now do a little bit of both of those. So forward, back, side to side, kind of however you want to move, but feel the hands gripping the mat. Stretching and strengthening your wrists. Good, come back to neutral. Switch your hands so the tops of the hands are on the mat, palms are facing up, fingertips are pointing back towards you, and explore tucking your thumbs in towards your palms. Notice how that changes the stretch, and rather than sagging into your arms, push up out of the arms. Take another breath here. Good, and then tuck your toes. Stretching the feet, come all the way up and just wave your hands like taffy. Good, rub your palms together vigorously. Start to build some heat, some friction in the hands. We've probably had more screen time than we're used to. This is a really nice kind of reset for the eyes. Take the heated palms, rest them on your eyes, block out the light, and just invite your eyes to rest for a moment. Nice, release your hands, come onto all fours. Arms are about shoulders distance apart. Spread your fingers wide. Press down through the pointer finger thumb mound. And then on the inhale, just arch your spine. As you exhale, round your spine. Inhale, draw the heart forward, slide the shoulders back. Exhale, push the floor away, spread the scapula on your back. One more like that. Spinal extension and spinal flexion. Now come to neutral spine. Inhale your right arm high. As you exhale, weave it through and slide it to the left. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, reach the right arm high. Exhale, weave through. Keep the hips level. Inhale, reach. Exhale, weave. Good little variation here. This time, you'll take your hand to your shoulder, your deltoid, and as you weave, you're going to weave it through like this. It's a great stretch for the scapula. So you'll inhale, reach the right elbow high. As you exhale, see if you can weave it through to the left and rest on your shoulder. You can use your left hand to push into the floor to help you turn belly, ribs, chest. Big breath across your bird wing, your scapula. Are you feeling that? This pose might be worth the price of admission to class today. It's really useful. Okay, slowly unwind yourself, unwind your bird wing. You can give it a little shake if you like. And we'll go the second side. Inhale, left arm high, and then weave through to the right. Inhale, reach, make lots of space. Exhale, weave through. Inhale, and exhale. Now we'll do the shoulder variation. So Fingertips to the deltoid. Inhale, point the elbow high, and then point the elbow to the right. You're resting on your left shoulder. You can use your right hand, move it to the right a little bit more, and then help you turn belly, ribs, chest. Keep dropping your weight into your left shoulder, and take a big breath into that left bird wing scapula. Nice. Slowly unwind. Maybe take some movements with the arm if that would feel good. And then from here, tuck your toes, lift your hips. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So a nice inverted V shape. Spread your fingers wide. You can look forward and see that your pointer fingers are in line with the long edges of your mat. And then bend your knees and sweep your hips up and back more to get more length in your spine. Push your thigh bones back. See that your knees are right in the center of your leg. Push your shin bones back and reach your heels back and down. It's okay if they don't touch the ground, but that's the energy. Like you're trying to stretch your heels into skis, stretching back and back and back. From here, rock forward to plank pose. Energetically squeeze the forearms towards each other. Lift and firm your belly. Engage your quads so the kneecaps tighten. Engage your glutes. Press the heels back and then start to draw your heart forward any amount. Take a full cycle of breath here. And then press your hips back. Stretch. Inhale, rock forward, plank. Find that alignment. Exhale, press back, stretch. 3 more like that. Feel your strength. Feel how you support yourself. Good. Next time you stretch into dog, stay. Inhale slowly. Exhale deeply. From here, bend the knees. Take a nice slow journey towards the top of the mat. And then once you get to the top of the mat, inhale, stretch your spine. You can bend your knees. Exhale, fold into your legs. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Make your hands, your feet heavy. Exhale, fold into your legs. 1 more like that. Heavy hands, heavy feet. Stretch your spine. Exhale, fold. Press down, rise all the way to stand. Hands into heart center, pause. Reconnect with your intention for this practice today. Today I'm practicing 4. And just repeat that in your mind. Okay, so from here I'll show you the back view. We'll inhale. As you rise up, you'll tap the opposite scapula. As you exhale, you'll lower down, you'll tap your outer thigh. So it's a bit of a balance challenge. Inhale, rise, tap scapula, lift elbows, little squeeze of the inner thighs. Exhale, lower heels, hands tap outer thighs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, ground your heels, ground your thighs. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Nice. Inhale the arms up. Right hand will grab your left wrist. Get as much length as you can in your spine. And then side bend to the right. Make your left leg very heavy. And then turn your gaze to look up towards your left arm. Inhale, rise. Switch the clasp of your hands. Lengthen. Exhale, side bend left. Root your right foot like you're pouring sand down into that leg. And then pull the top arm back. Good, repeat that. Inhale, rise, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, side bend. Make the opposite leg heavy to stabilize and support you. Inhale, rise, switch the clasp of your hands. Exhale, side bend. Think of your tailbone anchoring you, lengthening down. Lift your low belly. Take a big breath into the ribs that are opening. Rise back up, release your hands. From here, inhale, stretch the arms. See if you can touch the sky. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, take your left leg back. Come into a runner's lunge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, down dog. Stretch your legs. Inhale, rock forward, plank pose. Exhale, lower to your belly. Push through the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift your heart, Bhujangasana Cobra. Pull the shoulders back and down. Let the front of the heart lift, the back of the heart descend. Exhale, lower, tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale slowly. Exhale deeply. Step your left foot forward, runner's lunge on the second side. You can tense your fingertips, that's a way to raise the floor. And let the back leg be nice and straight and strong, like you're reaching your hamstring up to the sky, like you're pushing out of runner's blocks. And then step right foot up to meet left. Inhale, lengthen your spine, half forward bend. Exhale, fold into your legs. Root your heels, lift your heart, your arms, your gaze. Hands into heart center. Again, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, unfurl your spine. Exhale, take your left leg back. Inhale, think of teasing out the low ribs and draw them forward. Exhale, plant your palms, step back, down dog. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, with control, lower to your belly. Inhale, lift the heart. Think of pressing the hands down and wide, like you're trying to spread the yoga mat. Lift your heart into that space. Exhale, lower, tuck toes, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale your left leg forward. Feel the stretch on the right side this time. And then pull the low ribs forward, pull the shoulders back. Step right foot forward to meet left. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hug into your legs. Spike your heels down as you lift your heart. Hands into heart center. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back now to chaturanga. So it's like a little yogi push-up. The elbows drag back, the heart reaches forward, the low belly is lifted, and you could stay here for 25 minutes. You're athlon strong. I'm just kidding. Press over your toes. You are strong, but that's a long time to hold that pose. Press your hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, breathe your ribs wide, side to side. Exhale, feel how they narrow. Inhale, press your hands, your feet down. Exhale, feel the space across your back. Inhale, bend the knees, walk your feet a little closer to your hands, and you can play with some hops here. It could just be a weight shift into your hands, or you can start to get the hips over the shoulders. So you're working a little handstand play, and then find your way top of mat. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, fold into your legs. Compress the abdomen with your thighs. You can bend your knees to do that. Press down, rise. Hands into heart center. One more just like that. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or hop, chaturanga. You can always stick with cobra if you like. Inhale, press, lift, wrap the shoulders back. Exhale, take your hips back. Inhale, feel the mat under your hands. Exhale, feel the mat under your feet. Inhale slowly. Exhale deeply. Walk your feet closer to your hands. Just one time now. Step, hop, jump. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, fold into your legs. Root the heels, lift the heart, rise. Hands into heart center. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink your hips, and for now, just reach the arms forward. Think of getting the thighs kind of, what is this? In one line. The word's escaping me. You're like a downhill skier here, so squeeze your legs towards each other. Lift the low belly. Think of sending your tailbone down. You can keep the arms forward or start to reach them up. So they call this Utkatasana, which can be translated to fierce pose or awkward. You decide what it is for you. Take another breath and fold over your legs. Inhale, stretch your spine. Step or hop, chaturanga. Inhale, lift, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, press, Adho Mukha. We'll switch it up here. Inhale the right leg. You're lifting your right leg any amount. And then bring the foot forward to meet your hands. Ground your back left foot. Turn the toes out about 45 degrees. Inhale, rise, Vira-1. So wrap the right hip back and then pull the left hip forward. Descend your right sit bone a little bit more and push through the back edge of your back foot. Last moments, maybe gaze up at your palms if it's okay on your neck. Ground the hands, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float your left leg up. Exhale, bring the foot forward to meet your hands. Ground the back right foot, toes turn out about 45 degrees. Inhale, rise. You can always walk yourself up your thigh for balance. Good. From here, pull the left hip rather than forward, back. Right hip forward slightly. And as you descend your left sit bone a little bit more, push into the back leg. Now notice if the ribs are flying forward, try to knit the ribs in. Last moments, strong legs, gaze up at your palms. Ground your hands to frame your foot, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Stay for 3 full cycles of breath. If your breath went running out of the room, just wait for it to return. Okay, step your right foot forward. A little bit more handstand play here. Lift your left leg. And you're going to just send your weight into your hands, claw the floor like we practiced earlier. Maybe this is what you do, a little weight shift coming onto the ball of the foot. Or maybe you start to put some air under the right foot. Or maybe the right foot is a spring, the left foot is a swing. Spring, swing. Good, step back, down dog, take a breath. Feel the balance of 2 hands, 2 feet on the ground. And we'll switch sides. Step your left foot forward, pick up the right. Now really press through the inner border of your hands. Point your finger, thumb, mound. And maybe you just do the weight shift. And that's great practice. Lift the low belly every time you lift your heel. And maybe you put some air under your left foot. Maybe you get a little air time. Find your way top of mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. You can bend your knees. Exhale, hug into your legs. Maybe let's exhale out the mouth. Sink your hips, reach your arms. Utkatasana, chair pose. Rise all the way to stand. Do some shoulder circles back. How are you doing? Give me a thumbs up, everybody, if you're doing okay. Scott's doing okay. Alan's doing okay. Excellent, thank you. Okay, from here, let's take tree pose. You see me better. So stand on your left foot, externally rotate right, and then start to slide the foot either to the calf or up to the inner thigh. Press your heel into your thigh, thigh into heel, create a seal, a connection. Bring your hands into prayer, press the heel of your hands together. Good. From your standing foot, draw energy up from the earth, through the legs, up into your hips, And then from the hips all the way up into your torso, maybe reach the arms overhead. Squeeze everything into the midline. It is more challenging to balance on carpet. Love our kitchen floor now. Good, slowly release hands and foot. Switch sides. Externally rotate left leg. Foot comes to calf, or you can reach down and encourage the foot all the way up towards inner thigh. And then really feel that seal between thigh and foot, heel of hands. That seal will help you open your knee a little bit more to the left as you spin your navel the opposite direction. Float the arms up. Feel the energy rising from your standing foot into your hips, from your hips into your torso. Reach through the fingers. Maybe lift the corners of your mouth. It's not that serious. Nice. Lower the hands. Lower the foot. Shake it out. Do you do this at Athlon very much? Mm-hmm. I do. Okay. It's more like this, right? Okay. All right, step back to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, stretch your spine. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana. So we're repeating this pose, we did it earlier. As you exhale, you're going to sweep the arms back and just hover the torso over the right leg. Keep stamping the back foot down. Inhale, rise back up. Stay with that flow. Exhale, reach the arms back, long spine. 3 more like that. Inhale to rise, exhale to fold. Lift and firm the belly. Last one. And from here, maybe scoot the back foot in slightly. Straighten both legs. Find that length from your back leg all the way through the reach of the fingers and fold over your right leg. Now take left hand to the right foot, right hand on top of left. It's a little bit of a balance challenge here. Both legs are straight-ish. If you need, you can bend your front leg. Stay like this with a long spine, or if it's available to you, fan your elbows and fold over your right leg. Parshabodhanasana. A little squeeze of the inner thighs will help with your balance. Good, half forward bend. So keep left hand on your right foot. Take your right hand to your right hip. Find length in your spine. Keep it as you turn belly, ribs, chest to the right. Pull the outer right hip back. Stay here. Extend your right arm up to the sky. That might help you turn your heart open even more. Yes, it's a twist. Yes, it's a balance challenge. Breathe. Nice. Lower your right hand. Frame your foot with your hand. Step your left foot back. Come back into the runner's lunge. Stretch. This time we're going to shift to the left. Long edge of your mat. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. Lateral lunge, or we call this one Skandasana. And then switch. And then switch. You're kind of like a ninja or Spider-Man. Keep the hands on the ground, or you can bring your hands into prayer. Little snapple, crack, pop in the hips, never hurt anybody. Last moments, if you want to move the arms in a more organic, free-form way, feel free. Shadow dancing. Nice. Shift back to the top of your mat. Ground your hands. This time we'll step the right foot to stack on top of the left, and then make sure that your left hand is forward of your shoulder. Vashisthasana. Ground your right hand, move through a vinyasa or skip it and just step back down dog. Your choice. From here, step your left foot forward. And turn your right toes out about 45 degrees. Rise, Vera 1. Repeating on the second side. Inhale, find your foundation through your legs. As you exhale, sweep your arms back. Keep pressing through the back leg. Lift and hover your belly, long spine. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold and hover. Inhale, rise. 2 more. Next time you rise, maybe shorten the distance between your legs slightly. You can also walk your left foot slightly to the left. We don't have to be on a tightrope. Feel that connection between your left heel, your lengthened tailbone, so it's not pushing back but towards the floor, and the reach through your spine. From here, fold over your left leg. Right hand on top of the foot, left hand on top of right. Lengthen your spine. And that might be good. Right there, I feel lots of opening. This is a hamstring situation for us. Or if you like to go in deeper, but bend your elbows and start to fold over your left leg. There's a little spin, belly to the left. Breathe. When things get harder, we tend to hold our breath and tighten and clench down. See if you can squeeze muscle to bone, but keep your breath flowing. Spacious, supportive. From here, lift your torso halfway. Ground your right hand on top of left foot. Left hand to your outer hip and encourage the hip back instead of out, back. Turn belly, ribs, chest to the left. Maybe take left arm high. Your gaze can just stay on the horizon. Little squeeze of the inner thighs. Turn, turn, turn. Press, lift, press, lift. Nice. Ground your hands. Come into the runner's lunge. This time we shift to the right. Bend your right knee, left leg is straight. And then switch. And switch. Keep going. Maybe bring your hands into prayer. Torso can be more upright. You can also do this more upright yourself. Last moments, if you want to explore any organic arm movements, just trust yourself in your choices. Keep moving. And now we shift back to the top of the mat, into the runner's lunge. Stack your feet, roll to the outer edge of the right foot, your shoulders behind your right arm, Vashisthasana. Squeeze the legs together. Turn your heart even more up towards the sky. Breathe. Nice, ground your hand, move through a vinyasa or skip it. Press back, down dog. All right, from here, drop to your knees. Press your hips to your heels. Take a well-deserved child's pose. Your child's pose can kind of rock, it can kind of sway. Really breathe into your middle to lower back. Maybe exhale out the mouth a few times. And then extend your arms forward. Stay in the child's pose, but stretch your arms. So the arms are active. The arms are like doing down dog. Good, and then from here, put your forearms down on the ground so that your forearms, your inner border of the wrist, the entire forearm, and your elbows are pressing down. Tuck your toes. Just think down dog and your legs, lift your hips. This is called dolphin pose. Nice stretch for the shoulders, wide upper back. And this is an inversion. Your heart is higher than your head. Maybe lift one leg. Maybe lift the other leg. And then ground both feet. Rock yourself forward to a forearm plank. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Keep the right forearm down. lift, and keep length, rather than the arm going up, length through the left side of your body. Last moments, maybe hover the left leg. Seal the legs, ground your forearm, roll to the other side. Reach the right arm beyond your head, bicep grazing the right ear. Maybe hover the right leg, lengthen through the right side. Seal your legs, round your forearms, stay here. We're going to go forward, back, dip right hip, dip left hip back to center. Forward, back, dip right, dip left back to center. Forward, back, dip right, dip left. 2 more cycles. So Ryan asked me to make this class a little stronger than last time. So you can blame him for the core work. 1 more. Good, and drop to your knees. This one's called puppy pose or anahata asana. It's a heart opener. The hips stay level, arms go wide, so they're not narrow, they're wider, and dip your heart, dip your heart, dip your heart. I'll show you this way. Arms are as wide or wider than your yoga mat, hips stay level, drop the heart. Rest your forehead, or if it's okay on your neck, your chin. Nice. From here, come all the way onto your belly. If you are enjoying the playlist, let's skip now to the song called Slow Things Down. We're going to start to slow everything down. Is that good news? Yay! I heard everyone cheer, even though you're muted. Okay, from here, bend your right knee. We're going to stretch the quad. I'm just propped up on my left arm. So notice this isn't like watching Netflix where you're slumped into your shoulder. Push down and lift up. Reach back with the right hand, grab your right foot. This might be plenty of a chest opener if you've been doing the Athlon push-up challenge. You might feel your pectoral muscles here. Or if you have a little bit more in you, start to bring your hand over the toes and work your heel towards the outside of your right booty. There's the quad stretch. Now keep lengthening your tailbone down. Little lift of the low belly. Press your pubic bone down to the ground. And then lift your heart. Breathe. Good. Release the foot. Ground your right forearm. It's kind of on the diagonal. That feels most supportive to me. And again, this isn't slumping into the shoulder. You're pressing down to lift up. Bend your left leg. Reach back and grab the foot, and this might be plenty. Or you might go for a little bit more of a quad stretch. Flip the grip and work your left heel towards the outside of your left booty. Good. Lift low belly, press the pubic bone, lengthen tailbone, lift up through the side ribs. Breathe. And release. Good. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead and just sway your hips side to side. Maybe sigh it out a few times. Good. Bend the knees both. Reach back and grab the ankles or the tops of the feet, your call. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, push your feet to your hands. Lift the heart. Dhanurasana, bow pose. It's okay if there's like a little rocking forward and back here. Keep reaching the toes high, lift the chest, toes high, lift the chest. And lower down, make that pillow with your hands, sway your hips again. Okay, from here, bend your right leg, lift your left, reach your left arm, and come up. It's like a half version of what we just did. So you're holding right foot, lifting left leg, reaching left arm, breathe. And lower. And switch. Left hand grabs left foot, right arm reaches forward. Inhale, exhale helps you lift. Push foot into hand. And lower. Make a pillow with your hands, sway side to side with the hips. Okay, one more time. Maybe you'll have a little more access this time to get to lift. You can repeat the same grip or an invitation now to grab the inside. So you're grabbing the inner ankles, and as you exhale, lift. Try to drive the legs up equally. Don't let one drive and the other be left behind. Breathe. Lower down, nice. This time, pull your right leg up, kind of like a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. Sorry, it's not the best image, but that helps you get the right leg up. Feel that stretch on the right inner groin. And then like we did at the beginning of class, we did thread the needle for the arms. You're going to weave your left arm through to the right and just let yourself roll open, heart towards the ceiling. It's a twist. You can take your left hand to your right thigh, encourage it down and away. Feel your right shoulder heavy. Feel your chest open, your heart towards the sky. Take another full cycle of breath. Maybe ride that exhale wave a little longer. Good, retrograde. That means go back the way you came. Back onto your belly. Release the right leg long. And then we'll go second side. Pull your left leg up. So to start, it's that little stretch from inner groin to knee. And then we thread the needle with the arms, so the right arm weaves through to the left if we lay down. And then open. It's a twist. You can take your right hand onto the left thigh, encourage it down and away. Let your left shoulder be heavy. It's okay if it's not touching the ground. This is a very loose twist. Kind of soften some of the alignment and just breathe. Let your body land how it wants to land here. Nice to twist after back bending. Take one more full cycle of breath. Again, ride that exhale wave a little longer. Okay, come out the way you came in. And then release the left leg long. Nice, you can just roll onto your back here. And hug the right knee into the chest, extend your left leg long. And then hook your fingers around the right foot, almost like you're hooking into a stirrup, and pull the right knee outside the right ribs. Try to keep the left thigh bone rooted. We'll pulse the left leg up 5 times. Up and down, up and down, up and down. 2 more. Last one. This time get some momentum, bring yourself upright. And then bring your right foot into the elbow crease of the left leg and wrap around the legs. It's like a little cradle, big external hip stretch, external hip opener. You can kind of gently rock side to side. Some friends like to even kind of massage the outer hip here. Let it be a little exploratory for you. Good, hook the big toe with your thumb, index, middle finger. Straighten your right leg. Open to the side. Come back into center and fold so the ankles are kind of crisscrossed. Fold over your legs. Bring yourself upright. Come back down onto your mat. Extend the right leg. Hug the left knee into the chest.
And I'm kind of hugging to the left, so I kind of hurdle some of those bony hip structures so that you can slightly turn your left knee to the left a bit. Good, and then flex your left foot. Hook the left foot with your hands like you're stepping into a stirrup, and then draw the left knee down outside your left ribs towards the ground. Let your right thigh bone be heavy. Imagine you had a small child, or get your pet to sit on your right thigh. Root the thigh bone. My dog would never stay still. She would never sit on my thigh. But it could be useful. You can imagine a sandbag there. That would feel good. Okay, we're going to pulse the right leg 5 times. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. 2 more. Last one. This time use momentum. Bring yourself up. Nice, tall spine. And then foot comes into the right elbow crease. And if that's too intense, you just keep holding the foot like this. But try to turn your elbow from here, externally rotate, turn. And you can cradle the lower leg. Keep flexing the foot and pushing into the elbow. That'll help protect the longevity of your knee. And if you want little rocks, whoo, feel free to sing opera if your hip is asking you to do that. Send your breath into the outer hip, into the low back. Good breathing. Okay, hook your big toe. Extend your leg forward. The knee can stay bent if you need. Extend it open to the side. Come back into center. And then it just crosses over. So the ankles are crossing. And then you can fold forward any amount. You can also bend the knees to fold forward. This is a nice stretch for the back as well. Fan your elbows wide. Go ahead and walk yourself up, unlace your legs. We'll do one more stretch with the whole front chain of the body. It's called Purvottanasana. So root your heels strongly, bring the fingertips back behind you, fingertips pointing towards your hip. And you're just going to press into the hands, press into the feet, float the pelvis, stretch the whole front chain of your body. Think of pulling from your pubic bone to your sternum. Firm the back body to lift and lengthen and stretch the front body. Take one more breath. Lower, nice. Soles of the feet together. Show you this way. And then like we did earlier, open the feet. And then send your booty back a little bit. And then pull against, actually wrap the balls of the feet, that'll feel good. Fan your elbows wide and fold. So it's a version of cobbler's pose or Baddha Konasana, but taking the hips back a little bit changes the stretch. We call this one Tara Asana. So it's a nice stretch for the paraspinals, the muscles that flank your spine. And bring yourself upright. Come back into a cross-legged position. We'll do one more set of pranayama to really calm us down before we lay down into Shavasana. So it's 3 breaths. We're emphasizing the exhale. It's a little weird, just go with it and you'll feel the effects. The first one is just to sigh it out, so inhale. You're at home, no one's listening to you. One more inhale. Okay, the next one as we exhale, we're going to make like a shh, but it's through the teeth, and you can really lengthen the exhale as you do that inhale. Inhale. Maybe you already feel the calming effects of the breath. The last one is like a snake slithering. Inhale. You might notice it's a cooling breath too. One more. Inhale. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm and pacing. Keep that calm. Take it with you as you come to lie down on your back for Shavasana. I'll stay upright. Arrange yourself so that your legs are as wide or maybe even wider than your yoga mat. And let them be floppy. Let them open and close a few times. Your arms are resting down by your sides in an open, receptive gesture, maybe about 5 to 7 inches away from your torso. Yoga is a practice of right effort and right surrender. So you've given some beautiful effort today, and now is your opportunity to practice beautiful surrender. So relax the skin. Scan your body and notice if there are any places where there's still muscular holding or activation. See if you can release. Sometimes it's the quads that hold on, it's the glutes. Maybe it's the abdomen. Maybe it's the scalenes or the jaw. Maybe wiggle, waggle your jaw. As you continue to relax your body, you might even start to feel as if the organs are falling back towards the back body. Even your interior liquid, always in motion, starts to calm. Like a cool alpine lake, steady, smooth, quiet. And you can just say to yourself 3 times, say your name, Leslie, relax. Relax. Relax.
So before you take any movements, just start to deepen your breath. Notice how the breath draws you back into this moment, this room, this body, this day. And again, without moving, just flutter your eyes open to receive the prana of light. And now you can start to take any small organic movements that would feel good to you. Maybe rotate your head side to side. Maybe circle the thumb on your fingerprints. Maybe roll your ankles or your wrists. And then roll to your side and pause for a moment on your side. And with as little effort as possible, just use your top arm to push the floor away and drag your head and neck as you rise all the way up. So don't lead with the head. Let the head be the last thing to rise. Your brain will thank you. And then once you're upright, let's take one hand onto your heart and the other hand press on top. Press in and lift up, so you're kind of like holding your heart, you're buoying your heart. And just offer gratitude for showing up to your practice, showing up to your life, for acknowledging that you are adaptable. Maybe just say it to yourself a few times like an affirmation, I am adaptable. In whatever arena where you are being asked to stretch, to grow, just trust yourself, I am adaptable. And draw your hands into Anjali Mudra, the prayer mudra. At the end of a yoga practice, we say namaste as a way of acknowledging whatever is light in me sees the light in you, divine in me sees the divine in you. So thank you all for your practice today, and namaste. Okay, yogis,